Hello, welcome back to Steve's Retirement Corner. What do retirees spend their money on? I'm asking because I ain't got no daggone idea, man. If you've watched any of my videos, you probably got an idea, understand that I don't fit the mold of these new age retirees. I just don't. Now, I think a lot of it is BS for me. I can see where it can help others, but it just don't make any sense to me. You know, they always tell you, hey man, retire with a purpose. Find your purpose. I never had a purpose when I was working. My purpose of getting up in the morning wasn't because I had to work. I mean, what's your option? Lay there all day? It just don't make any daggone sense, man. You know? Now, maybe I'm stupid, and maybe I'm just naive. But I kind of think, hey, man, trying to be the best father, husband, friend, and neighbor you can be is probably the best purpose anybody can search for in life. You know, I can't fix the world, but I can help my little corner of the world. If everybody done that, imagine what kind of world we'd all live in. You know, I just don't understand a lot of this stuff, man. And spending's one of them. When I first retired, man, I thought I was scared to spend. But that wasn't it. It was daggone due to the way I got to get my money out of my 401, it's IRA now. They were taking out, a huge portion of it. Because the only way I could get it out and avoid a 10% early withdrawal penalty was a 10-year payout. So they take out a ton of money, man. They're taking out, like, that first year was like almost 12%. You get up the next day and find out 12% of your daggone 401 is missing and you ain't spent it. I mean, it'll rattle your cage, man. I don't care who the heck you are. That was my problem with it. All I did was take it out of there and put it in a money market. I just put it from one pocket to the other. I hadn't spent a nickel of it. They took the taxes out on it, but other than that, I hadn't spent a nickel of it. You know, I had to step back and look, hey man, I ain't like I spent that daggone money. All I did was put it in my left pocket. You know, that was my problem. But hey, man, and spending's the same way. They tell you for decades, man, all your life, man, you got to put back a nickel. You got to save, because if not, you got to save $2 trillion before you retire. And if not, you're gonna end up starving and living under a bridge somewhere. And that just ain't true. For some people, it is, Doc. You know, it's like 10% of the seniors have 500 grand or more. And about 10% of seniors are living in poverty. The rest of us are stuck in the middle there somewhere. Give or take a percent or two here and there for each one of them. You know, the majority of us neither have money to burn, and we're not starving to death. It's just a plain fact. You know. But they tell you to save all that money, and then they tell you to. And then you hit some magic age and they tell you to spend it. You got to spend it, man. You got to enjoy it. You spend all that time saving it up. My question is, what the heck are you going to spend it on? You know? I mean, you done lived for 60 daggone years. You telling me you ain't done everything that you wanted to do or gotten stuff that you wanted to do by then? I mean, I have. I mean, you know, we spent a little, we saved a little. You know, it just, at this point in life, man, there's nothing I need, and our wants are extremely few, and they don't cost any daggone thing. So, I mean, well, what the heck do they want you to spend your money on? I just don't understand it. They spend decades telling you to save, and you hit a magic age, and they say, now you got to spend it. What on? You know, it's you know, Hey man, spending a buck it ain't easy for me, Doc. I got a comment one time that said you could talk yourself into anything. And that might be true, but it's a whole lot harder for me to talk myself into something than it is to talk myself out of something. That was always my go-to. Man, I can't afford it. At the time I couldn't, but it just hung with me. And now I could spend more, but I just ain't got no daggone desire. What the heck am I going to spend it on? You know? Our needs are met and our wants are few and inexpensive. So, you know, I'm not saving in retirement because I set out to. It just happens as you know, I just don't have the desire to spend any more than I am. It's leftovers. You know, I take it out in case I need to or desire to spend something, but I just don't. You tell people that, man. I tell people that, and they say, man, what the heck's wrong with you? You don't want nothing? No, I can't say that I do. You know, I'm perfectly content doing life just like I am. I don't need anything else to make me happy. You know, I just don't understand it. Hey man, I appreciate all the comments on them 2 videos I made about the daggone buying a new vehicle and why I would and how I was going to go about it. It gave me I mean, there was a ton of good comments on there. And most of them I totally agree with that, man. Probably 99% of them. I mean, there was one fella, John, he lives over in the western part of Virginia here, probably about 2.5, 3 hours from me. I'm going to have to get up there and talk to him, because his comments sound just like I would have wrote it if I knew what the heck I was talking about. You know, I mean, you know, take that daggone cruise, man. Go on down to the Bahamas and the Philippines and stuff, man. Why? You know, is that going to make my life any better? No, it ain't. You know, now I admit, hey man, I'm an odd duck. I get most of my enjoyment sitting here and drinking a glass of tea and watching the birds and the flowers and stuff. You know, if I'd wanted to stay busy and running the road all the time, I never would have left work. You know, I just don't understand it, man. Yeah, I can understand people who want to do that stuff. I just can't understand why they keep telling you to do. They tell you one thing, and then you hit a certain age, they tell you something totally different. Why not enjoy it while you're making it? You know, I just don't understand a lot of that new age stuff they're talking about. And it ain't me, man. And you think I'm bad, you ought to talk to the baby. You know, before I retired, I think it was, I did a video about how much $100 meant to me. And there was because, you know, when you're young, man, and you're just starting out, man, you always got more a month than you got money, Doc. You just got so much on you. You know, you're raising a family, a mortgage, and you ain't making much money. So you know, it just seems like you don't have anything. And I always wanted to get to a point where I could make the bills okay, have a little bit extra for having a little fun with it, or for life's hiccups that always seem to pop up, especially when you ain't got $1. I mean, there's something always goes wrong when you ain't got $1. You know, once I got there, man, after that, man, I mean, I don't know, man. We just aren't the today's active retirees, and we don't, you know, we aren't, we're not, you know, always striving for something. You know, we're happy, we're extremely happy with what we got. There was a song here a few years ago, there was a line in it, said that when they carve my stone, all they need to write on it is, here lies a man that got everything he ever wanted. Well, that's me, Doc. I mean, you know, we're just looking to make out and have a decent life the rest of our life. I ain't looking to do anything special. Therefore, we just don't spend a lot. We just don't. Now we spend our fair share, but we got room to cut if we have to. But it's just to live a comfortable life. I think when you get to retirement, your savings ought to be spent for stuff that makes your life a little bit easier, a little bit better, a little bit more comfortable. That's the way I look at it anyways, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. Hey, man, it's beautiful down here, Doc. Past week, it's been darn near 80 every day. It's nice. Spring is here, Doc. But I'm pacing myself. I got a lot of spring cleaning to do. But I'll do a little bit here, and I'll sit on my butt for a while, and I'll go do a little bit more. I got a long time in retirement. I'm trying not to wear myself out these first few years. Hey, man, y'all take care of yourselves, and make it a great week. It's going to be beautiful down here. Towards the end of the week, I think it's supposed to cool back off a little bit. But y'all take care, man, and we'll talk to y'all later.